Peace, 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 peace. I kind of want to get into, the Moors, man. Like, the situation that's going on with them, going at each other, talking about Taj Tariq Bey, talking about Taharqa, talking about, Canaan Land Moors, R.V. Bay Publications. Man, it comes down to this, man. Simple this. What benefits our people, right? Does us being part of the government that controls us and kill us and destroy us, don't educate us, exploit us, use us, does going into their systems help us in any way? In any way? Does people going at each other's neck help us in any way? This is the same thing that was happening in the Hebrew community, where brothers was going at each other over Old Testament or New Testament. Instead of just sitting down and having a one-on-one discussion, even if brothers disagree, at least you're able to hear each other out. But it seems like nobody's doing that type of stuff, man. Nobody. And it's very interesting and very unique to how the world is being portrayed in these dire times. I try to focus on, the major things in life, like how do we get out of this rut that we're in as a people. And I just feel like so many people are just so fake, man. Or they're just using you to get money. Like, it's like, man, like, who can fix this, man? Who can fix it? You have a president that talks shit about, quote unquote, African Americans. You got the Pope. He did a cease and desist letter, I guess, where he's kind of admitting, we know what we've been doing to African Americans. The focus it feels off, man. This whole thing feels off. And, one day, I know that it will be resolved, Somebody will come, go through all these literatures and figure it out. I know that day's coming. I know it is. It's just about being patient and do what you can to make the world better, so that person or the Most High can come and fix this. Come and fix it, man. I'm at the point where it's like, man, okay, if this isn't the way, what's the solution? If this isn't the way, what is the solution? If us coming together and building our own government isn't the solution, what is? If going into the government that is established right now, that is white supremacist ran, isn't the solution, what is? If venting your day or your belief systems on Facebook and Instagram isn't the solution, what is? What is the solution? If proclaiming or announcing or declaring your nationality isn't the solution, what is? What is? What is the solution? The same exact stuff was going on in the Hebrew community, man. Same exact stuff. It's like, it's like, what is the solution, man? What is it? What do we do? How do we fix it? All I hear is bickering, man, instead of action. Okay, the Hebrews been out on the street corners telling people who they were. I've recently just started hearing about the Moors, started learning from, the Moors and seeing what they bringing to the table, and they're doing the same exact BS. That right there kind of solidified for me that the Moors are the Israelites. A lot of them won't claim it for some reason. I don't know why. But it's like this, man. We have so many people that want to be out of this system. But when they see brothers that they feel have knowledge, bickering and arguing with another brother about doctrine that can be easily fixed by just reading it together, sitting down together, going over it together, when it makes the world more confusing. Don't y'all see that? It makes the world darker. It makes the world seem like there is no remedy, or there is no fix, there is no God, there is no such thing as nationality, there is no such thing as none of these things that you're bringing forth when you bicker with somebody else. It's like, woe unto those that make good evil and evil good, man. Oppression makes a wise man mad. If I talk to you and I feel like you're doing this to get money from me, or you're doing this to trick me into not being who I say I am, or deceiving me because of your own gratitude, if I feel like that, I feel like this shit is all a sham. Everything. But because I study and I understand that this stuff is real, I don't let it affect me. But those that are weak and not strong in the faith of understanding that knowledge comes by digging, they're going to be like, yo, I don't have time for it. I have limited time. I have 80 years on the earth. I'm going to get this money and dip out. Right? I'm going to get this money and dip out. I'm not going to stress myself over if this person is right or this person is wrong. That's the regular sheep. But the people like me that want to see a better future got to get these people, not like I don't have to, but want to get these people to understand, yo, these arguments could be null and void if you just sat down at the table together, not on video, not over the phone, not for everybody to hear, but to listen to each other. Because both bring out great information. Everybody brings out great information. But it's tied into, oh, this person is dirty, this person is wicked, this person is off, this person is this, and that. It's kind of sickening, man. It's sickening. And to be honest, I feel like the solution is we be honest, we bring peace to each other, and we work together and move around this place in a way where nobody knows who's actually running the show. Go to different cities, states, and build, and build, and build. Why are we not doing that? We're leaving people out here to fend for themselves with no knowledge of self, and then say, oh, well, they wrong for putting this person in prison. No, they're wrong because they didn't tell people, yo, if you do it wrong, the stakes are high. Not understanding, yo, don't commit fraud. Because with this stuff, you can still commit fraud unknowingly. I don't know, man. I'm in a place where it's like, well, if none of this stuff is working, what works? I know it ain't no European shit, right? So what works? What is the remedy? What's the solution? What's the decision? Who comes up with that? How do we come up with that? In a collective? How do we come up with that? How do we come up with the solution? No one knows, right? It's always my teacher this, my teacher that. All I would say, man, is study these guys, study what they're telling you, and look for those that don't want anything out of it but you to realize who you are and what it is to be what we are. To understand where we came from. People could say we're gods. People could say we're just men. We could say whatever. But until we take on the responsibility to teach the future to be what we say we are, we're still not going to be nothing. Still not going to get it. We're still not going to get it. We could post scriptures, we could post cops killing black people, but until we teach the future about what we really are, how we really are to interact with one another within the laws, we will continue to lose. It's really that simple. It's really that simple, man. The Bible is our laws, our clan laws, our laws, how we deal with each other spiritually. The laws of the land is for man to understand how, and for the laws of the land is for the men, for men. So that they understand, yo, don't boast against those that brought you forth. Sometimes I feel silly just saying this stuff and then feeling like, man, did I lie? Did they lie? Was I lied to? How long this lie been going on? Is everything a lie? If everything's a lie, what is the truth? And if everything is true, what is the lie? we're staying in we're in a place where it's like, what's next, man? Do we allow the world to go into chaos? Do we allow ourselves to not liberate ourselves because we're waiting on somebody? Do we allow ourselves not to see the full reality of this case that we're taking part of? What do we do, man? Is this allowed that we should be subject to another person's will without any will of our own? Without any will of our own. We're not even subject to ourselves. We're subject to somebody else. Paying bills, paying for water, food, clothing. These things shouldn't break our bank. These things shouldn't be the last of... I shouldn't go broke trying to live. And at the same time watch leaders that are fighting. I'm out here drowning in this BS life. And all these leaders just argue. No real remedy. I mean, they tell you, yo, do this, do this, do this. But there's nobody really saying, yo, we're here for you. Call me at this number. We got a team. They could come help you study. There's nobody doing that shit. Real serious people would do that. We say, yo, where you at? Oklahoma? I'm over there. I'm there. I'm going to come with 5 other brothers. We're going to be in the hotel. Bring who you want, and we'll teach you what we know. And we'll come back every couple months to see where you guys are at. Nobody's doing it. You're leaving everybody out here to fend for themselves, waiting on Jesus to come, waiting on Muhammad to come, waiting on Allah to come, waiting on Yahweh to come. That's what all of you doing. All of you. From the Israelites to the Egyptologists to the Moors to everybody out here. To anybody in the Christian church, the Muslim church, Nation of Islam, all of you. You're not doing what is supposed to be done. As prophets, as seers, as men of God, saying I'm God. Even the 5%ers. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. Collecting and hoarding money. Just so that you can survive. So that your children can survive. Instead of saying, you know what? Let's make sure everybody survives. Y'all want money so that you can buy a football team. So you can own more. So you can own slaves. We're not opening up schools for kids. I don't give a damn about no fucking college. Open up elementary schools. And everybody in your fucking city that's in your church, they should be going there. Excuse my language, man, but I'm so like, this shit is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You got Wahabians, where they out here raping children. You got people out here saying that they're the prophet, they're God. You got people out here saying, look, it's like, when is enough enough? When do we say enough is enough and get to the bottom of the situation instead of saying you're wrong or you're wrong? That's evil, that's not evil. When do we get to the bottom of it? When do we say we don't need other people to figure out what is good for us? When do we do that? I don't want to hear about how Kudrow is doing this and Taharka's doing this, Taj is doing this, Tazariak is doing this. Polite is doing this. Farrakhan is doing this. Sanet is doing this. Zion Lex is doing this. Like, who cares? What's the knowledge, bro? What is the knowledge? What's the understanding? How do we get out of this rat race that we're in, that we all got to do ourselves? You all get candles. You all get light. You all get light. All of you that are out there, you all get light. And somewhere along this way, something puts out your light. And the only way that you can keep your flame going is by attention. Man, fuck attention, bro. Don't you see what attention does to people? Don't you see what fame does to people? I mean, be honest with yourself, man. You don't see what fame does to people, man? It makes you sell us out, man. Not willingly. Not willingly. You don't sell us out willingly. You do it unbeknownst to yourself. Because you think that everybody should listen to you. No matter who you are. You think everybody should listen to you. I don't want knowledge. I don't want what you got if you're not doing what is right. I don't want it. I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many people are following you or listening to you. I could care less about that. Like, for real. Like, if the knowledge is right, cool. I'm rocking. So, but what are you doing to fix what we got going on with the knowledge that you're obtaining? It's like, man, I wish I had half of what you got going on. I could do more. I could do way more. I won't sit behind no damn camera in no room. I'll tell you that. I'll be out in these streets, in every neighborhood, showing how to farm, showing what spiritual books are out there, showing the laws of the land, showing the ancient things, showing the mother and father. We you know what it is? Everybody abandoned the highway, the hedges and highways for the online hedges and highways. The computer is definitely the hedges and highways. It's a way of getting to people, right? But you abandoned the streets. People need to see people, man. People need to see the prophets. People need to see the seers. People need to see the teachers. People need that. In these day and times, people need to see the teachers, man. Not just on the fucking computer, man. Not on the TV, man. They need them. That's how you become more precious than gold. When people start to see. Because they know you're about what you're really saying. Like I said, man, I'm out here drowning and watching people get rich off of YouTube, Facebook, websites. And all they're doing is doing seminars. They're not building anything. They say, yo, we building. But you know what they're building? Words. Words, man. They're not building communities. They're not building farms. They're not building nothing, man. Imagine in the next 10 years what that's going to look like. Man, this video is way too long anyway, man. If you got to this part, man, I just want a better future for our children, where they grow up knowing who they are, moving in a world without fear, never knowing about the police or presidents that say shitholes of a country or talk down to our people. I want the future to never know about those type of things without opening a book. If they know about it without opening a book, we fucking failed. We failed. Don't you feel like a failure if you're 60 or 70 and people that are 20 and 30 are going through the things you were going through at that age? You're a goddamn failure. Period. You're a failure. You're not a failure at life. You probably made a decent amount of money. But guess what? You lost your soul in the process. Man, yeah. I'm furious black, man. And I'm an Israelite to the core, man. I'm an Israelite to the core. I study everybody. I study all knowledge. I study everything. Because it was all us that gave it to the world. When we fell, the salvation came to the nations. That's what it says. When we fell, salvation came to the nations. So all books, all knowledge, all information came from the children of Seth, Shem, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel. All knowledge came from these people. I'm not talking about just the individuals. I'm talking about the conglomerate that was there, the nation that was there, the people that were there. But anyway, man, hopefully we figure it out. Hopefully we say, hey, we do need to start moving around. We do need to start saying, how does the Moore's laws help us be able to build communities so that we don't have to pretend anymore? Pretend that we're doing the right thing as far as waiting on Christ to come. When Paul tells you that we're the body of Christ, that we are Christ, that there should be no schism, no division among us. All of Revelations is a metaphor, but the only part that's not a metaphor is Christ coming back. I mean, like, seriously. Seriously. Yes, okay, I'm going too far into the spiritual stuff, but anyway, listen. Let's fix this. Let's make this whole. Let's make this right. Let's make the next generation better in the new technological age, where they have all the information, where they have schools, where they have colleges, where they have the money that they need, where they have the funding they need. They don't have to go out to college and work for 4 years to get into debt to pay it off for the next 40. Or go into these hoods and show these guys, yo, you don't need to be drug dealers. You don't need to be killers. You don't need to be these things that they're portraying you to be. That's what they made you be. This is who you really are. Let's sit down and read. Let's build this community. I know people are going to be like, well, why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing it? Yo, I'll tell you right now, I'm down in the dirt, so I have nothing. I have nothing. I don't know the first place to start. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to work with, because everybody is in it for themselves. I don't want nothing. I don't want anything. I don't want money. I don't want cars. I don't care. I just want to see people prosper. And that's not hoarding money. That's not hoarding buildings. That's not hoarding anything. Prospering is being able to be alive and enjoy your family. Enjoy the earth. Enjoy what we have here. Enjoy what we have here, man. I'm Furious Black, man. I'm Furious Black. Furious means intense energy. Black just means absorbing of light. So, thanks for watching, man.